Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Azaria. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, infinite honors, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers that labor in this truth and that push this truth out in the four winds of the earth. Salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwat that subscribe to this truth. So I want to just do a lesson, man, on not to be slothful, because this is a reasonable service, and this is a job, and this is what the Lord requires of us, especially those that, that He come into, man, and bless with this knowledge, So the scripture, let's get that. The scripture, the scriptures. The scripture reads, "Too much is given," right? It's right here, man. This is Luke 12:48. But he that knew not and did not commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. You see? Let me go up just a little bit so this can make more sense, So it reads, I'm gonna go up to verse 47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will, right, and prepared not himself, right. So hey, let's just stop right there. Somebody that knows what they supposed to be doing or knows what's better for them and not do it, that's a fool. How do you know what's going on and what's about to happen but not prepare yourself? It's either that person is just lack understanding or just lack intelligence, period, So it reads, which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Right. Right, man. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. Right. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. That's beautiful, man. So, yeah, man, the Most High, man, if he give you this knowledge, man, then, hey, you already know what's the goal, man, So, hey, we can't be slothful, man. What good is a light? What good is a light, hidden in the bush, roughly paraphrasing, So let's get into some of these scriptures, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 5:1-7, and it reads, "Set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life." Right, man. Right, man. Set thy heart upon thy goods, man, and say not, I have enough for my life. Because, hey, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, the scripture reads, man, right? The scripture reads, I have not seen, ear have not heard, what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right, has promised to them that love him, man, right? And man's way, right, man's goings, right, is of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So, hey, you don't know what's good for you, man. You deceive yourself, man, with your own heart, man. going after what you want, man. Right? So that's why it reads, set thy heart upon thy goods, man. Right? And say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thy own mind, right? And thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, right? Because once again, man goings is of the Most High. How about Shem Yahweh Shai? How then can he know his own way, right? And say not, whom shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride, right, man? The pride of thy heart deceive thee, man. You know, the heart is wicked above all things, man. You know, that's why you have to put Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai first, man. You know, forsaking your thoughts, man. You know, say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering; He will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, proper, property, property, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, and say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners. Make no tarrying, this is the point right here, man. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, right, man? So don't be slothful, man. Don't wait, man, to turn into the Most High, man, because hey, the Most High is not slack concerning His promise. Hey, so don't you slack. Turn into the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, knowing that His promise is cutting the lights off on this place, man. Cutting the lifeline of this place off, right? So it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly, you hear that? For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. You see? So you can't be slothful, man. We have to do the job, man. The job that Yahweh Shai requires of us, man. And we have to do it with pride, man. Knowing that, we have to do it, in with full of joy, man. Knowing that, hey, we're gonna receive that gift, man, that promise from the Most High Yahweh Shai. So this is a beautiful work, man. Hey, this is 1 Corinthians 9:24-26. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? You see that? Not everyone, man. There's only one first place, man. You see? So why are you in a race if you're not trying to win? So run that ye may obtain, right, man? The prize, man. Otherwise, why are you even in a race, man? Why are you running, man? And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, right, man? Everything else, man. Hey, if it's not this word, man, it's worldly, man. It can be destroyed, man. It could be corrupted, man. It could be, tarnished, man. You know. But this here, man, this truth, this work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, man, this is certain, man. This is definite, man. This is incorruptible, man. Right? I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. Right, man? So, You gotta go hard, basically, man. You can't, you can't just be loafing, man. Like if you play sports, man, you heard a coach ever say, "Hey, you can't be loafing around, half-assing." You know, you gotta go full speed, man, full throttle. Have fun doing this, man. This is a beautiful work, you know. Cause the Most High will replace you, man. You know, and that's just the truth, man. Right? So this is Hebrews 6:10-15. For Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Right, man? Which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Right? For when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai made promises to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he sware by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thee. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. So yeah, man, that's part of it, man. You know, endure, man. Endure means to go through. To undergo. You know. To put up with. Hey, you gotta suck it up. And go through it, man. You know. So let's get a few more scriptures, man. Right? Let's get Proverbs 19:15. It says, slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul, Salaki, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. And that's true, man. Cause hey, this food right here, man. These scriptures, man. This is spiritual food, man. And people, and in the famine of the word, right? People are gonna be wanting this, man. They're gonna need this, man. This is food for thought, man. This is the wisdom and knowledge, right? That's gonna be our stability in that time, man. So you gotta be getting it while the getting is good, man. This is good food, right? And it reads right here. It reads, slothfulness casted into a deep sleep, man. So yeah, man. If you ain't doing nothing, man, you most likely just you're slowly fading away, man. You just not in touch, man. And an idle soul, right, man? An idle soul, man. You have no fire lit. You have no passion, man. You know. Especially for this truth, man. For Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Which quicken the spirit, man. So yeah, man. And an idle soul shall suffer hunger. This is Proverbs 21:25. I'm gonna read the NLT. Despite their desires, the lazy will come to ruin, for their hands refuse to work. You see? You gotta keep your hands on the plow, man. You can't be lazy, man. You gotta be ready so you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. Right? And let's get 2 Timothy 4:1 through 4:1-2. I charge thee, therefore, before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing at his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Right, man. That's beautiful, man. That's straight to the point, man. You know, that's instructions, man. You know, those are direct instructions, man. Now let's get some of these terms, right? In the blue letter. So it says, preach the word, be instant, right? So let's check out some of these words. Be instant. Strong.
Strong's G 2186. Ephistemi. Ephistemi.
So it said to place at, place upon, place over, to stand by, be present. Man, can't make this up, man. Place oneself above. Angel of the dreams of you coming upon one to be at hand. Be ready, right, to come upon. Kind, to stand upon, man. To be at hand, right, man. To be before, right, man. So, be instant, man. Keep this word before you, man. Stand over it, man. Keep it in front of your face. Keep it ready, man. Like the scriptures say, man, hide yourself in the scriptures, man, which is the secret place of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Let's get some more of these. So that's instant, right? Be instant, right? In season, right? Seasonably, opportunity, when the opportunity occurs, right, man? Can't be slothful, man. Out of season, right? Unseasonable, man. When it's cold as a mug, you know. Hey, if you could do it, man, do it, man. When it's hot as a mug, man. You gotta be diligent, man. Seek the Lord with all diligence, man. Hey, hopefully that lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect who pushed the truth in the four winds of the earth. Hey, salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwath that subscribe to this truth. Shalom. Till next time. Shalom.